So when I make my spider guard, I really want my double sleeve grips, but they have to be really important because if I lose them at all, I'm not going to have anything. There have been times when I willingly let go for another grip and I'm sorely mistaken. And that was not a good idea. I want to keep the double sleeves. So in order to ensure that I have good double sleeve grips, I want to make sure that I dig my fingers down. So I'll take my fingies, my thumbs inside. I will drive as far as I can, my hands in, my fingers deep, and then as I hook, I drive so that this part of my fist is touching the wrist, right? So now I don't have to create too much tension and squeeze like a pistol grip. My arms won't fatigue because I'm making a hook grip. So now I'm just simply doing a hook, and as long as they're deep enough, but I will be able to keep the hooks that way. So as I get my grips, I want to make sure that I don't just pull him to me. If I pull him to me and he does some good footwork, he might just pass right off the bat, right? So I want to make sure that when I make these grips, I scoot under to him. I bring my knees to my chest and I make the pathway for my feet to his biceps really easy. So as I grip, scoot, right? And I want to make sure that my hips are really high. I want to step down. Sometimes I might have my feet on the shoulders, but that's okay because now I can find the elbows, okay? So all I care about from here and he cares about right now is keeping his elbows tight. And that's okay because I want to make sure that I have my hips high. As I have my hips high, I want to choose a side. Whatever side I choose, I'm going to go right leg, my right hip. Right leg extends, right hip is more on the mat, okay? I want to make sure that I'm extending. The more that I can spread out his arms, the more that I can break his posture like he's wearing a coat hanger, right? So as much tension that I have, I pull him down. Now I'm going to go up back to the center, and this is huge. I want it to make it like a V. So as I go up, the only thing is my head and my shoulders are touching the mat. And as I drop to the other side, now I open, okay?
Why do you V up like that? Because a lot of people just change side to side, almost flat.
Yeah, so if I'm flat, I'm only rotating. I want to get closer constantly because people are going to back up, right? So as I come up, now my shoulders are here. I'm walking on my shoulders and I'm doing a hip escape in the air that allows me to do a forward hip escape and get under as someone is trying to get away.
How long do you chase him for?
I will chase them until I run out of mat, or if my butt touches their shin, that is my cue that I'm under enough to center and get my legs over for the overhead sweep.
What happens when your butt hits the shin?
It requires that I capitalize. So from here, if your feet are that far, I'm not going to be able to bring you overhead. I don't have the angle, right? But as I travel on my shoulder, oh, that's my cue. I go back to the center, drop my hips so that I can extend. So normally my spider guard, I have little monkey feet. Now I'm going to drive my hips down, and I'm going to drive my my heels forward, so that almost like if you're riding a horse, right? You have them in the stirrups. Now these are stirrups, and from here I'm going to bend my legs as far as they can go. I'm pretty flexible, and now I'm going to follow with my hip. Engage my hips as they fall over. So as soon as I come up for the sweep, I want to make sure that I can push with my foot down on his arm to staple him down so that he can't come back up, right? So I want to make sure that I keep the sleeve gripped. I have my foot on the biceps still until I can staple his sleeves down to the mat and secure a mount position, okay? So I want to make sure when I'm up, I have it. I can go for the arm bar if I can shove this arm over, slide the leg over, isolate for the arm. Otherwise, I want to come up here, staple, get into a mount.
So Erin, this detail about the butt hitting the shin, can you just show that on this side, please?
Yeah. So as I'm getting closer, I feel my butt touching the shin, which tells me that I am in just enough closeness and under you enough that I can go back to the center, drop my hip, and post over.